What's up, everybody? I'm Eric Notowski. Welcome to my channel, Eric Notowski Art. You probably already know that, but just in case you're just joining us, because you want to see what all the fuss is about, what's going on over here, this is what's going on. I'm about to tell you. Guys, it has been a crazy summer. I've not been streaming for the past 2 months. I don't know. It's been a while. It has been a few minutes, but haven't been doing Monday Motivation, haven't been doing Fan Art Friday. I've just been like MIA. So where has Eric been? What has Eric been doing? What have I been up to? I will tell you. This is where I've been hanging out. I was over here in Yosemite National Park in Northern California with my family for a bit. Actually, it's not Northern California. It's kind of like mid California. It was a drive, but it's not that far. California is big, if you know. It's like covers almost the whole western seaboard there. But anyway, we had a beautiful time, wonderful time spending in Yosemite National Park. We camped there for 4 nights and just got to see all the awesomeness. This is over here is Bridalveil Fall behind us. And then you can see in the back, it's kind of peeking out, but that's Half Dome. And where we were, we could see Half Dome. It was awesome, right under El Capitan. Yeah, it was great. So we've been, and then just everything else that's going on. If you know me, I'm working on Shadow Sentry, printing Shadow Sentry. So I had a lot of things to kind of get ready and do for that. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so I've been busy with that. We took a little mini vacation there and had a wonderful time. Here's a few more pictures. This is so across this river here, we camped on the other side of this river, and there's more campgrounds over there, but it was just awesome. I mean, everywhere you look, it's just picturesque. You could take an awesome picture. You can see the big log down there on the ground in the water there. And so my daughter, wherever there was a big log in the water, she wanted to climb on it. And so there she is. And the water was like raging. It was moving pretty fast. You probably can't tell from this, but I mean, if she fell in that water, I would have been swimming and she would have been like going downstream. So it was pretty crazy, but she's brave and she wanted to do it, and I believed in her, and we did it together. So it was great. But yeah, so lots of cool places we explored, and everybody had a really, really great time. And because the water, so basically, it's higher elevation, so all the snow is melting. So the waterfalls were like they were going, man. They were just full force, and so even the river was going. And here is a picture of Half Dome. And kind of behind those trees there, that's basically where we camped. So you go a little bit around the bend, and there we camped. And then Camp Curry is over on the right side there. And yeah, it was awesome. So anywho, I wanted to share some pictures with you so you know where I was at. We had a great time. But that all said, what's up with this? What's up with Shadow Sentry? So Shadow Sentry Origins, if I could speak correctly, my mouth will work. I'm nom 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 nom. I didn't do my mouth warm up stuff, but Shadow Sentry Origins, it is finally gone to print. So basically, the printer I was going to use, they wanted to charge me an arm and a leg for an additional cover. Just one. I'm doing offset printing, and because I'm ordering 1,000 copies, and so you can do offset printing, which is a better, it's better than digital. And so they use plates. And so for one plate change, they were going to charge me $1,600 for one plate change. And I'm like, that's crazy. No, thank you. So, and just to give you a basis of comparison, the other books I printed, the Shadow Sentry Book 1 reprint that I printed with Lamppost, that's what I printed Book 1 with as well. It was only $100 for an additional cover change. So any additional cover, it's only $100 through them. So that's why $1,600 is like, you're out of your mind. You're insane. I'm not going to pay that. I tried to go through it with them, but basically they wanted to charge me as a whole separate job. So it's like, oh, okay, well, you want 200 copies of this cover. Well, it's going to be this price, which was priced out as a separate job. And I'm like, it's the same job, one additional cover. And they didn't even reply to me. It's like, whatever. Okay. So I'm going with Lamppost again. They printed a few of my books, and quality is great. Much better pricing. The only problem is it takes a little bit longer. So where we're at, I sent it to print last week. they're about 8 weeks out from when I can get the shipment in, but they are going to give me an advanced shipment, and I'll have that by the end of July. So I'll have a bunch of books by the end of July that I can start fulfillment, start getting going on that. The holochrome covers that I'm doing, they are, from when I sent those to print, they were about 6 weeks out. They're going to be printed with Comics Wellspring. They're backed up. They got a lot to do. So they're like 6 weeks out, which is, longer than they want, longer than they normally would take. So I'm still waiting to kind of confirm exactly when I'm going to get them, but I'm still waiting on the proof and all that good stuff. So all in all, we're looking at, the beginning of August, and then, I can kind of kick it into gear when I get the rest of the shipment in mid-August. And so it's longer and, that I wanted it to be, but it will work out. We'll get these books to you. I think that's it for the Origins. Everything else is printed. Everything else is totally printed, except the Hopscotch trading card, which is on its way. It's been shipped. So, everything is here. So I could start, prepping, getting things ready. And then as soon as I get those books in hand, I could start kind of moving on that for you guys, all you guys who backed. If you didn't back, there's nowhere you can get this book right now. But as soon as I get them and I fulfill, then you'll have an opportunity to pick up this book. If you missed it and you do want it, they'll be on my website. They'll be on the next campaign for Shadow Sentry Book 3. So as soon as I do fulfillment, I will start getting going on Shadow Sentry Book 3. This is from the regular series. This is going to continue, pick the story up right after Book 2, and we'll keep that going. So this was the origin story. This was like, all right, I've alluded to all this stuff in Book 1 and 2. Here's what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. We're gonna travel back in time. We're gonna show you Hopscotch, where she came from, how did Commander Noble get his powers, all that good stuff. So that was the purpose of this book, and it's only part 1, so there will be a part 2. So stay tuned for all that goodness. I will be sharing the cover reveal for Book 3 from Alan Goldman. That is just fantastic. But I'll save that for the next announcement, which is simply this. We've got our membership. YouTube memberships is unlocked because you guys helped me do it. You guys subscribed, you liked, you commented, you did all the stuff that was necessary. And now here we are. I can do memberships. I've been able to monetize my YouTube channel. So thank you guys so much. Super grateful for that. And so that's just going to unlock a whole bunch of other stuff we could do. And so what's that going to look like? I don't know exactly yet. I'm still mulling around in my mind, still trying to figure all that out. But here's some thoughts on memberships. $5 membership, $10 membership, and then $20 membership. Each will unlock something different, something better, exclusive videos, things that you're not going to see anywhere else. I'd like to start a daily doodle draw stream where it's like I'm just going to draw something, anything, and you guys can even say, okay, hey, yo, draw a hand, draw an ear. How do you draw an ear? Ears are weird, they're funky. How do you draw that? Anything, flashlight, pick it, I'll draw it. Short videos, but a daily thing, hopefully, because daily stuff is difficult sometimes. But that's what I want to do. And that might not even be with the memberships, but that's just like, extra stuff I want to do for you guys. But yeah, each thing will unlock something different. There will be much more exclusive stuff. And then also for the $20 one, you're like, all right, $20. That's a lot, dude. What are you going to give me for that value? $20 a month. So I want to bring back Fan Art Friday. So anybody who does the $20 a month, that will unlock the ability for you to comment with the character of your choice. I will draw it live on stream like Fan Art Friday does. And then you will get the original art. So there you go, $20 a month. So that's $240 a year for an original piece of art. And you might be able to get more than one, which I think would be totally worth that value of $20. So that's what I'm thinking. Nothing solidified yet, but just kind of tell you what I'm mulling over and what you can possibly expect. But I'm excited, man. This is awesome. We're going to be able to do some cool stuff. And then I appreciate your support. I appreciate you guys making this happen. And let's do some cool things. If you like the content and you want to support it, that's awesome. Please help me make this channel better. And I want to give you guys some good content. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you have ideas, what would you like to see me do besides drawing and all that good stuff? Maybe there's something else. I don't know. Whatever. I'll consider it. Okay, it is time for the cover reveal. So this is Alan Goldman's cover. I've actually shown it on some streams, but you haven't seen the full beauty of it because it's like one side here, one side there. But I want to show you this because if you do a membership, I will be inking this bad boy, and this might be one of the things that I do that only members can see. So check it out. Boom! So this is Alan Goldman's. It's a wraparound cover, or it might not be a wraparound. I have to think about how I'm gonna do this. It might be, two covers that combine into one. It might be a wraparound. It might be both. I have no idea, but it's beautiful. This is Alan Goldman. I commissioned him for a cover for Shadow Sentry Book 3, and this is what he gave me, and it is awesome. I dig it. I can't wait to ink it. It's fantastic. It's got that 90s vibe to it. It's that awesome in-your-face dynamic artwork. I love it. So there you go. This would be one of the things that you could see me ink. And I might do a little bit here, a little bit there, so I might make some of the videos available. But for the members, you guys can see me ink it all. So with that all said, I do plan to do more streaming. And if you guys are going to sign up for memberships, I want to make it worth your while. But stay tuned for that. I'll give you all that information as I figure it out. Again, I just want to make it valuable and worth it to you guys, spending that money. So I want to make sure you guys like what I'm dishing out for you. Well, with that all said, so Shadow Sentry Origins, we went over that. Going to get books beginning of end of July, and then also mid-August with that. So I'll get those out and start doing fulfillment for those of you who have backed. So thank you so much for that. Shadow Sentry Book 3, and then YouTube memberships. That's it. And the cover reveal. So thank you guys for hanging out. This was a short one, but just want to let you know what's going on. Where's Eric been? Also, I am going to be dropping the Monday motivation video after this. The Crow. Have you guys ever actually read the comic, The Crow? I picked it up when I was in middle school, and I was like heavily into Image Comics, and it was like all about that artwork and that 90s style. But there was something special about The Crow that I loved. And obviously, I saw the movie, and I love the movie, and it's like, what? That was based on a comic? Like, you find all this out afterwards. It's like, no way. And the comic is amazing. So we're going to check that out for Monday Motivation. And yeah, so look for more streams from me. Sorry, I have been MIA, but lots more good stuff in store. I thank you guys for being there. Until next time. Peace. Adios. You guys have a good week. I'll be in touch. Call me.